Did you know nearly 1 in 4 brand new cars starts falling apart before it even hits 40,000 miles? That's right. Cars straight off the lot with shiny paint and cutting-edge tech are breaking down faster than ever before. And the worst part? Some of the brands people trust the most are quietly topping the failure charts. We're not talking about old junkers or neglected beaters. These are 2024 and 2025 models, sold as symbols of progress, vehicles packed with turbochargers, hybrid systems, and intelligent electronics that promise performance and efficiency. But beneath all that marketing, there's a darker truth automakers don't want you to know. Owners report transmissions failing at 20,000 miles, batteries dying in the first year, engines seizing up long before warranty coverage even kicks in. It's a crisis that's costing drivers thousands and exposing just how fragile modern cars have become. In this video, we're counting down 17 cars that might not even make it to 40,000 miles. Vehicles so unreliable, some mechanics refuse to touch them. From budget hatchbacks that crumble under pressure to luxury SUVs that betray their owners' wallets, this list might just change how you see the car industry forever. And trust me, the last one on this list will shock even the most loyal car fan. It's a brand known for power, prestige, and performance, until the truth came out. But before we get there, let's start with a car built for adventure. One that's supposed to conquer anything in its path. Except apparently, reliability. The Jeep Wrangler, a symbol of adventure, freedom, and rugged durability. It's the kind of vehicle you imagine climbing mountains, tearing through mud, and surviving anything nature can throw at it. But ask the owners, and a very different story starts to unfold. Behind that legendary 7-slot grille lies a reputation that's been quietly crumbling. Thousands of Wrangler drivers have reported serious reliability nightmares, from engines that give out far too early to electrical systems that behave like they've got a mind of their own. On average, an engine failure costs over $4,000 to repair, and that's just the start. The infamous death wobble, a violent steering shake that hits at highway speeds, has been terrorizing owners for years, sometimes making the vehicle feel downright unsafe to drive. Jeep has tried to patch things up with recall after recall, but the deeper issue runs through its core: poor component quality and outdated engineering. Even in 2024, the Wrangler racked up 6 official recalls, ranging from fuel leaks to suspension failures. And the scariest part? Some owners report the problems returning even after repairs. For a vehicle built to conquer the outdoors, it's ironic that so many struggle just to stay on the road. It's a tough pill to swallow for fans who bought into Jeep's rugged image, only to discover their adventure machine might be their biggest maintenance nightmare. But if you think that's bad, wait until you see the next car. It's cheap, tiny, and breaks down so often it might actually cost more to own than it does to buy. On paper, the Mitsubishi Mirage looks like a great deal. A brand new car for under $20,000. It's marketed as the perfect commuter, simple, efficient, and easy on the wallet. But in reality, this bargain buy has turned into one of the biggest money traps on the road. Under the hood sits a tiny 78 horsepower engine, barely strong enough to merge onto a highway without flooring the pedal. Drivers describe it as sluggish, loud, and constantly straining just to keep up with traffic. The Mirage might sip fuel, but it burns through patience even faster. The problems go far beyond performance. Owners report rattling interiors, paper-thin body panels, and suspension systems that wear out long before they should. Some even say the cabin is so noisy it feels like driving inside a tin can at 60 miles per hour, and when things inevitably break, parts aren't cheap. They're just hard to find. By 2024, the Mirage had already faced multiple build quality complaints and ranked near the bottom of consumer reliability studies. What makes it worse is that these problems start showing up early, often before the car even reaches 40,000 miles. So yes, it's one of the most affordable new cars you can buy, but that low sticker price comes with a catch. you'll likely pay the rest of the cost in repairs. But here's where things get really interesting. The next car isn't a budget beater at all. In fact, it's supposed to represent precision and engineering excellence, yet its reliability record tells a completely different story. For decades, Volkswagen has built its image around one powerful idea: German engineering. The kind of precision and reliability you could supposedly trust for life. But ask anyone who's owned a modern Jetta or Taos, and that myth starts to fall apart fast. Let's start with the Volkswagen Jetta. Once seen as a sensible, dependable sedan, it's now become a magnet for mechanical headaches. Drivers have reported engine stalling, rough idling, and mysterious electrical faults that can shut down key systems without warning. Some owners describe the experience as driving with a ticking time bomb under the hood. The ignition system is a particular trouble spot, switches shorting out, causing the car to randomly stall even at highway speeds. Then there's the Volkswagen Taos, a compact SUV that promised cutting-edge efficiency and modern design. Instead, many owners found themselves battling fuel system failures, transmission shuddering, and engine stalls within the first year of ownership. According to automotive surveys, more than 1 in 5 Taos owners reported major reliability issues early on, a shocking number for a new model. Even worse, both vehicles share a common enemy: electronic chaos. Infotainment glitches, sensor malfunctions, and warning lights that come and go without reason have turned German precision into a punchline. Despite multiple recalls in 2024, many issues persist, leaving owners frustrated and feeling betrayed by the brand they once trusted. For cars that carry a legacy of innovation, these models have become symbols of overpromised technology and underdelivered reliability. The illusion of bulletproof engineering has cracked, and the repair bills tell the real story. But if you think that's bad, wait until you meet a brand that's been building trucks for decades, ones that were supposed to last forever. Spoiler alert, they don't. For years, Nissan's reputation rested on one promise: strong, reliable vehicles that could handle anything. But lately, that promise has been breaking faster than the cars themselves. The Nissan Frontier and Nissan Rogue, two of the brand's most popular models, have become cautionary tales in what happens when innovation goes wrong. Let's start with the Frontier, the mid-sized truck that's supposed to be a dependable workhorse. Under heavy use, owners report transmission failures, drivetrain breakdowns, and even engine overheating before hitting 40,000 miles. What's worse, these issues often show up when the truck is doing exactly what it was built for: towing, hauling, or off-roading. Several 2024 models have already been hit with multiple recalls, including ones tied to rough shifting and loss of power while driving. For a truck built to endure, that's a tough reputation to defend. Then there's the Nissan Rogue, the family-friendly SUV that's quietly become one of the most complained-about vehicles in its class. Its 3-cylinder turbocharged engine sounds high-tech on paper, but it's been plagued by internal bearing failures, engine knocking, and CVT transmission disasters. According to Consumer Reports, nearly 15% of Rogue owners experience transmission issues within just a few years of ownership. Replacing that CVT? It can easily cost over $3,000, sometimes more than the car's resale value itself. Even the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, has taken notice, launching investigations into recurring mechanical failures across recent Rogue models. And the scariest part? Many owners say the problems begin long before they expect, often while the car still feels new. So whether it's the Frontier failing on the job or the Rogue breaking down in the driveway, Nissan's reliability reputation isn't just slipping, it's collapsing. And if you thought traditional engines were unreliable, just wait until you see what happens when automakers try to go green. The next vehicles prove that even hybrid technology can turn into a ticking time bomb. Car companies love to throw around words like innovation and efficiency, but lately, those buzzwords are starting to sound like warning labels. Nowhere is that clearer than with the latest generation of Ford and GM trucks. Vehicles packed with advanced tech that's supposed to save fuel, help the planet, and redefine performance. In reality, they're proof that complexity doesn't always mean progress. Let's start with the Ford F-150 Hybrid, a truck that promised the best of both worlds, muscle and mileage. But for many owners, it delivered neither. Reports of hybrid battery failures, engine stalling, and drivetrain malfunctions have piled up since its debut. Imagine paying nearly $50,000 for a truck that randomly shuts off at intersections. That's the nightmare some drivers are living. By mid-2024, the F-150 Hybrid had already seen 4 recalls, most tied to the very hybrid systems meant to make it future-proof. Then there's the Ford Bronco Sport, a rugged-looking SUV that's been anything but tough. Its 1.5-liter 3-cylinder EcoBoost engine has been plagued with fuel injector cracks, a defect that can lead to engine fires, serious enough that Ford had to issue multiple recalls. Add in overheating turbos, loud powertrains, and rough shifting, and the Bronco Sport's reputation for adventure starts looking more like a gamble. And GM, they've got their own ticking time bomb. The Chevrolet Silverado and GMC Sierra use a system called active fuel management, technology designed to save gas by shutting down half the cylinders during light driving. Sounds smart, right? Except it's been linked to lifter collapses, engine misfires, and total engine shutdowns long before 40,000 miles. Repairing those failures can cost thousands, and that's before you even touch the transmission or electrical issues that so many owners complain about. It's almost ironic. The more technology these trucks get, the less reliable they become. In chasing innovation, manufacturers forgot one basic rule. Performance means nothing if the vehicle can't stay alive long enough to prove it. But what if paying more actually made things worse? The next group of cars proves that luxury and reliability don't always go hand in hand. Sometimes the fancier the badge, the bigger the breakdown. Luxury cars are supposed to represent the best of everything: precision, comfort, and craftsmanship. But lately, owning one has started to feel less like a privilege and more like a gamble. Models like the Volvo XC60, Infiniti QX50, and Jaguar F-Pace have exposed a hard truth about the modern luxury market. Paying more doesn't always buy peace of mind. Take the Volvo XC60. It's praised for its clean Scandinavian design and top-tier safety features. Yet owners report transmission failures, engine stalls, and infotainment meltdowns that make even the simplest drive unpredictable. Volvo's complex electronic systems, meant to enhance comfort, often end up paralyzing the car. In 2024 alone, the XC60 saw several recalls tied to electrical faults and driver assist malfunctions. Not exactly what you expect from a $50,000 SUV. Then there's the Infiniti QX50, a luxury crossover that shares much of its DNA with the troubled Nissan Rogue. Its high-tech variable compression turbo engine sounds futuristic, until it starts knocking or losing power. Combine that with a CVT transmission infamous for jerky shifts and premature failure, and you've got a vehicle that's as fragile as it is expensive to maintain. Many owners have discovered that repair costs for these issues can skyrocket simply because of Infiniti's premium parts and labor rates. And finally, the Jaguar F-Pace, a car that turns heads in every parking lot, but too often ends up parked at the repair shop. Behind its sleek British styling lies a maze of electrical failures, oil leaks, and transmission breakdowns. J.D. Power's reliability studies have ranked it far below average for years, and with average repairs costing thousands, the F-Pace has become a luxury vehicle that bleeds its owners dry long before 40,000 miles. It's proof that prestige doesn't guarantee performance. These cars might shine under showroom lights, but in real life, their reliability can crumble faster than their resale value. And yet, even among unreliable cars, one brand stands above the rest. A symbol of wealth and power that's quietly earned a new reputation, being the most undependable luxury vehicle money can buy. At the very top of this list sits a name that oozes prestige, Range Rover. It's the car of choice for celebrities, executives, and anyone who wants to make an entrance. But behind that glossy badge lies a reliability record so bad, it's practically legendary. Owners report constant electrical glitches, air suspension failures, and engine breakdowns that show up long before the warranty ends. According to a UK reliability survey, the average Range Rover repair bill hovers around $2,000 per incident, with many drivers reporting dozens of visits to the shop before hitting just 40,000 miles. From frozen infotainment screens to malfunctioning sensors and mysterious warning lights, every drive feels like a new game of what'll break next. And while Range Rover dominates the luxury side of failure, Chrysler's Pacifica Hybrid proves even family vehicles aren't safe. Marketed as the future of hybrid minivans, it's been plagued by battery fires, electrical malfunctions, and powertrain shutdowns that leave families stranded. Even technicians admit many problems are difficult, or impossible, to permanently fix. Consumer Reports named it one of the least reliable vehicles on the road, citing constant recalls and parts shortages that leave owners waiting months for repairs. Both of these vehicles tell the same story. When car makers rush innovation, reliability becomes the casualty. Whether it's a six-figure SUV or a family hauler, complexity has become the enemy of consistency. So, what's the takeaway? The next time you're dazzled by high-tech features, luxury trims, or futuristic engines, remember, it doesn't matter how impressive a car looks if it can't last past 40,000 miles. Because in the end, true performance isn't about horsepower or handling, it's about trust. And too many modern cars have broken it.
But don't lose hope yet. In our next video, we'll flip the script and reveal the engines that refuse to die. Powertrains so bulletproof, they've become legends for lasting decades without giving up. So stay tuned, because you're about to see what real reliability looks like